I know, I miss that too.
Well, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court.
Did you get tired of being all that you could be?
No, I'm still all I can be.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Hennepin County Sheriff Dave Hutchinson is apologizing after he was involved in a drunk driving rollover near Alexandria. The State Patrol says Hutchinson rolled over early Wednesday morning on I-94. He was hospitalized for non-life-threatening injuries. Hutchinson released a statement saying he made an inexcusable decision to drive after drinking alcohol and apologized.
I know, I miss that too.
Hennepin County Sheriff David Hutchinson crashed at 2:33 a.m. Wednesday just east of Alexandria, according to a State Patrol incident report. The report also lists alcohol as a factor, noting that a Hennepin County-owned Ford Explorer left the roadway and roll. In his apology, Hutchinson admitted to drinking and driving and said, "I take full responsibility for my actions and am prepared to accept the consequences of my poor decision."
To see an elected official admit this, what do you make of that and what's your message following that?
When we found out about it, we were absolutely shocked.
Megan Carter is the director of field operations for Mothers Against Drunk Driving Minnesota.
This was inexcusable. Thankfully, nobody else was injured.
The crash happened just miles from the site of a winter conference sponsored by the Minnesota Sheriff's Association, who confirmed that Hutchinson was in attendance.
This is an opportunity for whomever, whether it's him, whether it's the entire department, that they're taking this seriously and saying that we will not tolerate.
In his statement, Sheriff Hutchinson also said, "I will immediately address my personal issues surrounding alcohol and seek help."
I'm happy that he stepped up and took responsibility, because I think that's, to me, the first step.
Board members have not called for him to resign, and they don't have the power to fire the sheriff.
They'll resolve whatever the particulars of whatever happened and what's appropriate. I think as a board, he's answerable to the voters like we are.
State Patrol says charges are pending based on a urine sample and review by the Douglas County attorney.
They'll resolve whatever the particulars of whatever happened and what's appropriate.
Sheriff Hutchinson remains in the hospital in Alexandria, where he's listed in stable condition. A spokesperson for the sheriff tells me that in his absence, the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office will be run by a chief deputy and command staff who normally handle day-to-day operations anyway. Julie, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Danny.
I know, I miss that too.
And good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kelsey Carlson.
And I'm Amy Hucker. That crash happened early this morning, a few miles east of Alexandria on I-94.
Hennepin County Sheriff David Hutchinson was transferred via ambulance to a hospital, and Fox 9's Leah Bino is live in Alexandria tonight with more on what happened and what the sheriff is saying about drinking and driving.
Yes, Sheriff Hutchinson quick to fess up to his drinking and driving earlier today, putting out a statement while he continues to recover here at the hospital. We don't know the full extent of his injuries. All we know is that they are non-life-threatening.
Fresh snow in the median of eastbound I-94 shows us what's left of the crash involving Hennepin County Sheriff David Hutchinson. According to State Patrol, it was here around 2:30 Wednesday morning near mile marker 108, about 5 miles east of Alexandria. Sheriff Hutchinson rolled his county-issued Ford Explorer. We can see damage to the guardrail, pieces scattered, but no one else was in the vehicle and no one but the sheriff was hurt. Because of the suspected impairment, the trooper on scene obtained a warrant and a urine sample. Hours later, from his hospital room in Alexandria, where he's recovering from serious but non-life-threatening injuries, Sheriff Hutchinson released a statement admitting, quote, "I made the inexcusable decision to drive after drinking alcohol, and I am deeply sorry." According to the Minnesota Sheriff's Association, Sheriff Hutchinson was in attendance Tuesday evening at the annual winter conference taking place this week at the Airwood Resort in Alexandria. It's supposed to be focused on celebrating and learning from law enforcement accomplishments statewide. But after this, the executive director says in part, leaders should inspire accountability through their actions and the immense amount of responsibility that comes with that. Sheriff Hutchinson's own statement ends not only with taking responsibility for his actions and saying he's prepared to accept the consequences, but he will immediately address his personal issues surrounding alcohol and seek the help needed to continue to serve the people of Hennepin County.
Now, as of right now, no charges have been filed. The Douglas County Attorney will consider those, but at this point, they are still waiting for the lab results from that urine sample. Back to you.
And Leah, how might this impact the sheriff's ability to continue serving Hennepin County?
Well, that is a question. We asked the post board what happens next. This does trigger a license review in situations like this, so we can expect that in the coming days. And of course, you do need to be a licensed peace officer in order to be a sheriff in the state of Minnesota. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Leah.
Well, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court.
Did you get tired of being all that you could be?
No, I'm still all I can be.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I'm not gonna let this stand.
I'm the sheriff here. I'll tell you what'll stand.
Now, one man won't back down.
Guess that changes our relationship a bit, huh?
Whoever did this left him for dead.
Sheriff's up for re-election. Maybe we could take his job.
What's the problem, Sheriff?
Get your taillights fixed.
What's wrong with my taillights?
They're broken. You're gonna get hurt.
Stand up.
Do it.
Sheriff, are you home?
Fight back. Walk tall.
This is my town.
This is not vengeance. No, not vengeance. It's punishment.